Now we're back with Big Mace's first topic. I'm running the soundboard. This
First
is
time
awesome.
Casey's ever got to run the board.
Doing a great job. Except I didn't know this one. You had to push twice.
You
to
got to turn
on.
it off.
Yeah. Big fella, what you got?
Well, my topic just strictly says I can't hang anymore. Just can't hang anymore. And yeah, there we go. But no, we were talking about that in the I know we're gonna really beat the shit out of this vacation, this show, but like the oh god dang here once the travel, I can't drive like I used to drive, and it's frustrating for me because used to I'd be able to just get in the car and set the cruise and just go, you know what I mean, just drive all the way through regardless if I've had a nap or not or whatever. But last Friday when we decided to leave for the old dump, we had gotten the car packed up. Justine had worked that day, and then we got everything loaded, and it was like 11:30, and Eleanor had just gotten home from Holiday World with some of the neighborhood friends that they did like the Halloween Holiday World deal there. And, I told the warden, I said, let's just go. Let's just go. It's like midnight by this time, fuck it. Let's just go. And we got in the car and we started driving, and I was fine. I did great, about 4.5 hours till I got to Athens, Alabama, and we stopped at Buc-ee's, and I got a coffee, and I drank that coffee, and then after that coffee, about 35 more minutes down the road, and I was on my deathbed. Like I couldn't go anymore.
Yeah.
And luckily, the warden had caught a couple just very short cat naps, but she was probably in the same boat I was, and less than thrilled with the plan that we have decided to go with. She would rather have just came home from work and slept for a couple hours and then left at like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Uh-huh.
But I wanted to get there, you know what I mean? Just so I could have time to shovel the dog shit off the front steps to get into our Airbnb or the house that we rented,
It was more like a trailer.
Yeah. And so we got she ate a sandwich, and then so she had to go to the restroom. She said, just pull over and I'm going to drive from here. And then she drove from there to Montgomery, and then we stopped at Dothan that morning to go to the Walmart and do all that stuff. And then anyway, I took off and I drove the rest of the way from there. But I just have noticed that there's certain times of day that I could drive better with no sleep than obviously others. You know what I mean? Like if it's in the daytime and everything like that, and you stay up, I feel like I can, because I drove all the way home, without switching. But I also slept the whole night before, you know what I mean? And we left at 10 o'clock in the morning after eating breakfast and all that jazz. But I don't know. I really noticed it the last couple times we've went on vacation and taken these big drives. And, Justine, she's noticed it obviously as well. But, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys feel that at all? No, maybe?
Not really. I don't think I'm any worse at driving than I was before as far as that, but I always fall asleep a little bit sometimes driving. It's, like after work or whatever. I don't discriminate on what time of day. I'm tired. I'll catch myself nodding off in the shoulder.
Yikes. That's fucking crazy.
You know what, though? Before the old CPAP, there would be some mornings driving to the resort where I would have to, stop at Bird's Eye.
Oh, yeah.
Just
get out, walk
get
around.
out and stretch and walk around. And then just, there'd be some mornings you come in and the head's just bouncing off the steering wheel. And it's not because we tied one on the night before, but just, you're not
getting restful sleep.
We, this last time going down, did a lot better because I went to bed about 6:30, slept for a few hours. It wasn't very good sleep because you're trying to go to sleep at an unorthodox time to catch that nap. But got down pretty good. But I don't know. It's such an easier drive over the night.
Oh, yeah.
Though down there.
Guaranteed.
Because that stretch of 65 can get long, but there's a lot of traffic in Nashville, and even Birmingham's got a lot. Montgomery doesn't seem to be terrible, but it can be. Because we left, coming back, we left about
1, wasn't it?
Yeah, about 1:15. And it was, we got through Dothan and Troy, plenty of time. Montgomery, we got north of Montgomery, finally had to stop. But like Birmingham, we were right before rush hour. And then Nashville, we were right after. But yeah, it's,
we went through Nashville at would have been 9 o'clock because we got home about 11:30. So we would have went through Nashville about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and the traffic in Nashville, even at that time, on a Thursday night, was still terrible. You know what I mean?
Can you imagine living in these cities where you got to fight that all the time?
Where they say the signs, the automated big LED signs up on the roadway where it'll say exit da 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 da. Expect to take 11 minutes to get there, from that point. You know what I mean? I guess they do that for people to be able to
call work and
say, hey, man, I'm not going to make it on time because the traffic's shit.
Now, Dave, you got an engineering brain. How did, I would assume your engineering brain could apply to roadway traffic. How did somebody not think that these metropolitan areas were going to grow to where you need about a 8-lane going north, going south into these cities like that?
No idea. I imagine it's never going to grow that much at one time, and at that point in time, there's not the funding to pay for it. Then it's harder to do once it's being used.
It's insane.
Tell me how long it's been. So when we went in 23, was that when we went? 23 was the
yes.
That's last time I've been there.
Yeah, that was when you guys stopped at or stayed at Red Lobster,
Rock Lobster,
there
and that intersection at Dothan on that Ross Clark Boulevard or whatever the hell.
Yeah,
that's still under construction, and it was 2 years ago.
Yeah,
it's just a mess.
It's insane. It seems like it takes forever. That's the whole thing with the mid-state corridor stuff. Not that we're going to get into it, but the time it'll take for that to get completed, we'll be 60 years old.
Yeah, I don't know. I just without getting in the weeds of it, but yeah, I don't want to. Yikes! You know what I mean? You know what I mean by when I say that? Yikes! A little flat tonight. Sunday's got me all kind of screwy a little bit, I can tell you're uncomfortable. He's really hived up.
I mean, do you need to take your shirt off or anything? Does that make you feel better?
Look like a pin cushion.
So nothing makes you feel better. You just are fighting the urge to itch. It's constant.
Lots of allergy medicine though, and steroids.
How do the steroids make you feel?
I don't know.
Like one crotchety old bastard's what he said earlier.
I think it's just because I'm itchy and
aggravated.
Yeah, I don't sleep good when I got high.
What the hell's that word? Irritable.
Yeah,
very irritable.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel bad for you.
You got irritable bowel sometimes.
Because this is
look at his right forearm. Let's see that forearm on your right side. Nope, inside. Yeah, that's what I've been staring at right there. That's fucking brutal. Worse. That's brutal, man.
That is
looks like you've got smallpox. Do you?
It is.
Oh shit, we're all fucked.
Well, we would have been.
Thank God we're not on the Oregon Trail, or we'd be toast.
Well, we would have been fucked last time we had this.
Yeah,
and it happens yearly.
A couple times a year.
It's wild. Yeah, I remember the last time too.
When it first started coming on, I'd get it once a month. For a couple of years, it was pretty not great,
man.
And they can't figure out why.
They can't. I'm not allergic to anything, apparently.
So it's just an immune response to certain stressors.
I guess.
Are you stressed?
I was a little bit more last week, Thursday and Friday, than I have been in a while. So I don't know, maybe that's what did it or not. But
yeah, but we've seen you run around here. You've been pretty stressed. I think it's the end of the stress that this is where your body reacts.
Could be.
Because this has turned out great. You wanted it done before Thanksgiving Eve, and you're almost there. but I think this has been a big stressor for you.
That's probably true.
And now that you've got it pretty much under control, I mean, you got some work to do in the bathroom yet, but the heavy lifting for the most part is done. That I think this is your body finally like, Dave, we've reached its breaking point.
Might be.
I mean, I'm not a doctor, but
jurisprudence.
Yeah, I don't know, but you can't hang it.
I just can't drive for long periods of time anymore, and it kind of makes me feel like a puss, kind of like an old hag. You know,
well, I thought
like next thing you know, we're not going to be able to drive in one shot. We're going to have to like stop somewhere in a.
What do you think about that
hotel? What do you mean?
Like to drive a handful of hours and then stop in a hotel and then still have.
Yeah, I mean, if you were going somewhere really deep into Florida, or somewhere where you had to drive like 20 hours, yeah. I mean, I could see that, definitely.
We would stop on the trip to Alabama. Like, we'd drive 7 of the 9 hours and then stop and then get a hotel. And then that we had all the next day to get breakfast and go get all your groceries done and everything before. And sit down and eat lunch somewhere and wait for them to unlock the door for you.
Well, that was kind of the thinking of this, and I just took a play out of Brother Noblet's book because that's what they always do. They leave at midnight. That gets them there about 12 or 1, 11, whatever, however long they drive. And then they go to the Blue Parrot for lunch and have a few drinks and then wait for their house to get open. And that's we kind of thought, well, that just sounds kind of nice. Let's try to do that. Well, we did, and ended up getting our house was ready early anyway.
Well, and I told Janelle, a lot of those with a 10 a.m. checkout, they can flip those pretty quick.
And on a Friday turn, like when we got, since it was a Friday, now if it was like an actual Sunday or a Saturday turn, like you wouldn't have been able to get in on that. Probably not, but since it was a Friday, that would just.
Well, no, it would have been a Saturday.
Huh?
Somebody could have been in there Saturday morning and then.
We checked in on Saturday. You're right. So it was a Saturday turn. So yeah, somebody could have left Saturday morning. Yeah, you're right. But I don't know if they did or not because the house was pretty fresh. Like it didn't have no other people stank in there. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's true. I really thought when you put the topic up about not being able to hang anymore, I thought it had to do with other things.
Oh yeah, last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was bad.
I mean, some would say you hung a little too hard.
Yeah. It was a bad deal there. I think that probably might be. It's a bold statement to make, but that might be one in the top 10 of all time.
What would be your top 5? Like, question for the room. Top 5, like, do you have a top 5? Top 3?
See, I don't remember. Yeah, I do, but there was a lot of other mind-altering substances involved in those events. But like when I got my nose broke, that was definitely top 5.
Like party moments?
No, it was terrible. No, I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about levels of inebriation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, me too. That's what I was getting.
So one night you got your nose broke.
Yeah, from falling. But I mean, I got choked out. You know what I mean? I was in a fight and got choked out. And then, fucking broke my nose.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but then, it's not really dirty laundry time on the Wandering Dutchman time. So I'll just, I mean, sometimes things just don't go how you plan, and your performance is not the best. You can't be, Freddie Mercury every day. You know what I mean? One of the best live performances ever. You know what I mean? It can't be that all the time. Not every day is prom day, Casey.
Brother Dave, you were thinking down there. Did you have any in the top?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of them in the top. I don't know.
Like most memorable where you're sitting here like, yeah, that time or this time or that time.
I don't know. Most of college was that way. Yeah, there's lots.
I tried to steal a tray from a tray of silverware from Denny's one time. It was completely not. Didn't recollect any of that.
Do you think those places, like oh boy, that we've gone down and seen at Denny's a couple times, do you think they like sign up for that kind of excitement, or do you think there's a point where you're just like, this is brutal?
I really would venture to say that probably doesn't happen as much anymore as it used to.
I think there's a lot less tolerance for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that kids go out and get super bomb drunk and then go to Denny's anymore.
What a shame.
I know. I mean, it's as long as they have sober.
We have a kitchen out here, though.
Yeah,
we're going to be making.
So the stove is going to go.
So the freezer will go in the house garage.
Okay.
The workbench obviously goes away when the counters and cabinets all get purchased. So the sink will be under the
window.
The window, the glizzy roller, and the coffee maker are going to be on a shelf next to the wall there in the corner. The stove will be somewhere kind of by the electrical panel, and then we'll finish it out with countertop and cabinets at the end and cabinets up top there.
So have you done this for when Jenna Michelle just doesn't want to see your face?
Or I get...
No, or I'd put a shower in there if that was the case. But I think I found that most of the trouble with like unplanned gatherings here is whenever there's folks that need to use the bathroom. Like, and Jenna doesn't like people in the house if she hasn't cleaned, so she feels like if somebody may have to go into the bathroom.
Isn't that amazing? Is that a woman thing?
It's 100% a woman thing.
Because like it wouldn't bother me for somebody to walk into our house, but I could see where Janelle would be like, "Are the toilets clean?"
You ever rage clean? Like,
I don't know.
Janelle's never rage cleaned.
No,
that's good, because Justine rage cleans all the time or panic cleans. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, Dave and Jenna are on their way over. Drink a few beers in the garage, or hey, Josh and Maria are coming down the road. Casey's coming over. What? Now? I'm like, yeah. Kids, you know what I mean? And it's like fucking sweeping and brooms and dishes and laundry and like, oh my God. I mean, if he's got to take a shit, he can shit, you know. He's not going to, we're not going to make him wear blinders when he comes in. I mean, he lives in his house too. I get it, though. I do get it 100%. I'm not trying to alienate my wife, because I'm sure your wife and my wife are not the only two women in the world that want their house to be respectable when people come in to take a piss. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get it. Like, I understand it. But
sometimes the timing of it, though, is incredibly inconvenient. Like, hey, you go out in the garage and entertain these guests. I'll be back out there in about 45 minutes after I get everything cleaned.
Have you ever thought of maybe this is just a strategy, though, to get your house clean?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Like, make up hey.
Or like Maria will text on a separate thread, hey, or, you know, Jen, hey, we're going to come over in like 20 minutes. So I'm going to tell Dave that I want to go, or Josh that I want to go. And then they'll tell Zach, and then he'll tell you, and then you just freak out and get everybody to help clean real quick. It's like a ploy, you think?
Women have just this separate network that we have no clue about.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
I mean,
it's fact.
It's just legitimately. I mean, do you think they complain about us like we complain about them?
Yes.
Probably.
I know mine does.
Well, some would say you maybe deserve some of that, big fella.
My wife is a fucking saint.